What's going on, shady people? Shady Penguin here, welcoming you back to the next video. Today, we will be describing all of the starter Pokemon in one sentence, because my last in one sentence video did really well, since it showed up in the recommended videos of Sir Swag's channel. So yes, I'm using Leech Life, and yes, it is super effective. The most viable yet least chosen Kanto starter. If you look closely, you'll notice that the Oddish evolutionary line is chilling in the butts of me and the rest of my evolutionary line. I'm faster than Decidueye, so suck it. The least viable yet most chosen Kanto starter. Probably the coolest middle stage Pokemon ever. Proof that Mother Game Freak has her favorite child. There's a penis nickname joke in here somewhere. When you start to realize Game Freak had no idea where they were going with this evolutionary line. When you know for a fact that Game Freak had no idea where they were going with this evolutionary line. The only reason I'm including this entry is because I know that if I don't, somebody will flip out at me. A piece of shit. A bigger piece of shit. The biggest piece of shit. It's basically a handicap when the Johto starter with the rarest type not only has a type advantage in the second gym, but evolves the earliest out of any starter Pokemon ever. Honestly, why in the world does this thing evolve at level 14? You're in denial if you cite this Pokemon as evidence for why Game Freak isn't using zodiac signs for fire type starters. Remember watching the dubbed anime and thinking that Totodile sounds like Donald freaking Duck? Totodile is an alligator, and Fur Alligator is an alligator, but this Pokemon is a crocodile, proving Game Freak's shit is not together. My first ever exposure to hentai was when I stumbled upon a picture of Fur Alligator and Misty playing Hide the Blue Pickle, and it's still burned into my brain. Playing a game set in the Hoenn region and starting with Treecko is almost like playing the Jex sequel that was never made. Rumor has it, if you mention the name of any member of the Treecko family, Michael from M&J TV gets an erection. I still don't see how making this thing's Mega Evolution part dragon was a good idea. Literally the cutest starter Pokemon. Literally the ugliest starter Pokemon. And literally looks like a dick. Proof that Mother Game Freak has a second favorite child. Probably the most viable Pokemon starter in any Pokemon game ever. 10-year-old Nickaboo nearly shat himself when he went to the electric gym and discovered his water starter was invincible there. Swampert is like that person you know who's ugly AF but manages to date everybody and their grandma because they are just so damn cool. Turtwig is the slowest starter Pokemon, and I mean that in two ways. Of all the animals they could have based two different starter Pokemon on, they choose a turtle. When your starter Pokemon is so potato that they have to add ground type to it, so it's super effective against both the other starters. It only took two physically based fire starters for them to make the physical and special split a thing. Everybody liked the first firefighting starter, so another one will be fine, right? Hey, let's give this thing the moveset of a physical sweeper, but the stats of a mixed attacker. That will be cool. The only good thing about Dawn in the anime. Look at this chubby little guy, looking fancy AF in his butler suit. Despite having the least amount of weaknesses of the Gen 4 starters, it has the most number of gym leaders that it is weak to. Feels bad, man. It was at this moment that you knew Gen 5 starters were going to be a letdown. Just watch this clip from the anime.
But you'll never be able to beat my Servine! Servine!
A Servine?
Big.
Servine! Who's that Pokemon? It's Servine! 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 That's Servine! It's gotta be!
The first time I played against a contrary superior, I had no idea what was going on, and it messed me the heck up. Oh good, we got a quadruped fire starter. Looks like we'll finally get a break from the firefighting streak we've been on. Wait, no, stop it, don't. Well fuck. A cute otter. I wonder how it will look evolved. A cool looking otter. Awesome. I'm excited to see its final form. Some weird fucking quadruped samurai Leo Pleurodon was the obvious next step in this evolutionary line. This Pokemon is my homie D. Who's D? D's nuts. Oh good, it's a quadruped fire starter. We've never had one of those. Never mind. It may be ugly, it may be weak, it may be wearing a dress despite being 87.5% male, but you know what? It's not a firefighting. Choosing Froakie and playing through the Kalos region is almost like the Frogger sequel we never got. What is it with water starters all being red herrings? Froakie had bubbles, Frogadier has bubbles, but Greninja does not. Proof that Mother Game Freak has a third favorite child. The most handsomest dapper motherfucker in all of Pokemon. Just look at that bow tie and try to disagree. WTF is this thing? Honestly, Game Freak, you had one job, and that was to make this the Greninja of Gen 7, and you failed miserably. There's absolutely no way Game Freak will take a cat and make it a bipedal Pokemon, right? Oh my gosh guys, this is it, the first ever quadrupedal fire type starter Pokemon. Oh, the spit bubble champion of the world. It's sad that we live in a world where a male Brionne can only use attract on a female Pokemon. Literally just a gay Samurott.